Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Game 2 of Team Liquid versus Fnatic EU. It's the final match of the G1 League Western Qualifiers. A crucial match for both teams because you win, you're in. You lose, you don't get to go to China. Who will it be? Right now, Liquid, they lead the best of 3 1-0. I'm LD. I'm joined by two wonderful casters. On the one hand, we have Gods. Gods, what's up?
I'm good. I'm doing really good, actually. Enjoying these matches. The last match of the Western Qualifier. It's been a long road, but I'm glad we got this far.
And in the right corner, we've got Winter. Winter? I told you, man. You sound like you're sleeping in Game 1. Have you woken up yet?
Yeah, and I'm very happy that Fly is here now. He's here to guide his team, make the right, better decision in the game, and they are playing. This is a very important game. I'm sure he doesn't want to miss this game.
He's the MMA master. Fly? This guy is a scary man. You may want to fight him on the fields of Dota. You do not want to fight him in real life.
10 seconds.
I don't know if you've seen him, but he's pretty ripped.
I know. He's very buff.
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest Reddit post? I think it's at the top now. It's like the whole Fnatic thing as character, whatever they are, the Twilight shit.
It's good. And they're all really buff, except for No Tail. No Tail, you just see his head. Because he's kind of the runt of the bunch, but he's a lovable runt at that. And oh man, that Game 1 was brutal to watch. I felt like Fnatic without their in-game leader just didn't have anything as far as the decision making, and they got greedy. They really did with the lanes.
They were too greedy in the lanes. They could have just ran Crystal Maiden, Juggernaut, Chen on the safe lane, and put a solo mid like a Magnus, and put the Lone Jute on the off lane. Lone Jute will be able to pull the creeps and get some levels, but they won't be able to shut down TA that way. But it's a trade-off, and they wanted to get farm on the Lone Jute and get XP on the Magnus and shut down the TA at the same time, but they failed the last game.
And they want a free coffee, or they want their laundry done, and maybe they want to work out. Fly wants to do some trading while that's all happening, and it was too much, Winter. It was just too much. So Fnatic, Batrider in the pool, Magnus in the pool. You got to go Bat, right?
That's no reason not to go for Batman.
It's got to be Batman. Some teams will go for the Magnus. Fnatic is a team that maybe would do it, but I feel like you just have to go Bat here.
I agree. I think Liquid will be okay. I mean, obviously they're okay. They could have banned something instead of the Keeper of the Light, but Liquid will be looking for their Nyx Assassin, which IX Mike's been playing for the most part, although Fluff plays it every now and then maybe some kind of big hero. I don't know what you want to get with the Nyx here, though. The Mag, I guess?
Yeah, because, well, Liquid doesn't really run it.
Yeah, Mag is not a Liquid hero, because on the solo lane, usually Korok plays something like a TA, Queen of Pain, or a Storm Spirit. A hero that will be more useful with more farm, instead of helping his team with a hero like Magnus or Beastmaster or Night Stalker. You don't see Korok playing that type of hero.
And Boba doesn't play it because he likes Clockwork. And I think for Fnatic, maybe that's the thought process as well, is not only do we get Bat, but we don't think Liquid are going to take Mag, so if we want both, we get both.
They are always letting the enemy team get Magnus, and they themselves pick Queen of Pain to lane against the Magnus. We know how the story goes for that.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's like a 6th grader fighting a kid in kindergarten. Not really a fair fight. What are they going to go for, Liquid? They're really biding their time here, and
yeah, I think Gods is like rooting for Fnatic to go for the Meepo this game. I know he's a big Meepo fan.
Oh man,
we need a Meepo. It's time.
We didn't get our micro skills last game. No Telly played Chen, but he just riced. He just farmed to the jungle all game. We need that micro this game for Fnatic. They need something flashy and explosive. They got to get the fans back into this one. Not that they can hear the fans, but for all the viewers out there rooting for Fnatic, they didn't have much to cheer for in Game 1.
Well, Fnatic now know more or less, I guess, a small outline of Liquid's lanes. Probably looking at another off-lane Darkseer, so Fnatic can either start preparing to have some kind of a 1v1 matchup or go for sort of a...
Do they run anti-mage against the Darkseer, Fnatic?
Oh, they could... Eris played some anti-mage before in the safe lane, I think.
Not normally 1v1. I've never seen them do that 1v1. That's like something Mal's like. Even teams like Alliance or EG have done it, but I've never seen Fnatic do that.
And here's a question. Does Fnatic maybe want to get greedy here and run a jungle Batrider? I mean, last game they were too greedy, but they were also greedy with heroes that don't really scale that well. CM, Chen. If you got greedy with a Batrider, you get an early blink, and Liquid, I don't know that they can punish it with a Nyx Assassin Darkseer. These are not... Darkseer is decent at punishing that sort of thing, but Nyx Assassin won't do a whole lot, so what do you think? Should Fnatic be greedy?
But if they leave the Darkseer on the off lane with only 2 heroes to handle it, they have to pick the 2 heroes wisely. Because if you want to run a Batrider in the jungle, you must make sure the other 2 heroes are able to handle the Darkseer.
So what would you pick then? Any thoughts?
Gyrocopter. The king.
That's a good hero versus Darkseer, the Rocket Barrage.
You
Very
need
strong.
also-
You don't want to have a carry melee hero because he'll get punished by the Iron Shell from the Darkseer.
No anti-mage then. If they want to go that way.
Anti-mage, maybe just anti-mage. Anti-mage
The
you
one
can,
exception.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Leshrac the choice. So looking at, I think more of your kind of typical Fnatic draft here. They'll get the Prophet for Trixie.
Yeah,
And,
Prophet and Leshrac, both heroes have a very good, strong common thing. They are able to push and take down towers with the Edict and the summons from the Nature's Prophet.
and if they want, they could maybe run an aggressive tri-lane, run the Prophet safe lane, the Batrider mid with Leshrac +2. We'll see what Fnatic have in mind, but they
Do
are
you think
very
they will do a
open.
double
10
jungling
seconds
like how
remaining.
Dignitas?
Oh,
does
that's. I mean, you talking about greedy, man. That is the
5
pinnacle of
seconds
greed. That's
remaining.
Scrooge McDuck level greed. You haven't watched DuckTales, have you? Well,
Yeah, I do. My childhood.
yes.
You're bringing me memories. of
Gods
my
hasn't. That's why he's silent. He's too busy watching Katy Perry.
I think I've watched DuckTales before.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I like you say, Katy Perry.
Even before she was famous, you were her fan in your heart of hearts.
Exactly.
How about you, Winter? Oh, they'll go Gyro.
Talk about Gyrocopter and it's on Liquid side now.
Oh, man.
Liquid love this hero. This is like their bread and butter almost.
Yeah, Gyrocopter plus Darkseer is a very good combination of the vacuum and into the call down. That's very strong.
And you could definitely take it late if you want. I mean, we've seen that before. Whether even if you don't go Divine, just get an MKB, get a Helm of the Dominator, and do some work. For Liquid, they're up against Batrider, they're up against Prophet. You feel like this is a game where maybe they want to get a secondary source of damage just so that if Fnatic they already have the Batriders, they already have a lot of lockdown for that Gyro as it is, and if they get one, you know, the early Shadow Blade or even a Sight Device on the Prophet.
Yeah,
then-
what do both of you think? Do you think that it's okay for Fnatic to still go for the Magnus since Team Liquid has such a big AoE fight? And should they go for the Magnus still to try and fight it?
If it's mid-mag, as long as I don't like the offlane Magnus, I think if they get mag mid, it's fine. But
Yeah.
that means they have to put either Batrider into the offlane or Batrider jungle.
Leshrac,
I guess Batrider would be jungle and then Nature's Prophet offlane.
If they-
Leshrac's actually good against Darkseer.
yeah, that's what I was going to say, is Edict. Edict's great against him, so I think maybe they could do it.
Yeah, maybe they should do the Magnus and just ditch one of the heroes. Nature's Prophet or Batrider can be on the offlane, and the other one could take the jungle. And Leshrac is a good support to deal with Darkseer, like both of you mentioned.
And what kind of carry do you go for then if you're Fnatic? What do you think?
Alchemist is gone. That's one of the
Oh.
very good carries.
That's so good with Leshrac. It's interesting.
Alternatively, you don't pick up the Magnus and you pick up a Meepo.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't see it happening.
I don't know. I don't know about Meepo against Black Cannon.
There's
I don't
so
think
much
you'll
AoE.
be happy.
Black Cannon's fine. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's actually what hurts Meepo more than the two things which hurt Meepo is AoE stuns and burst damage. AoE damage you
They
don't
have,
worry about.
they have Impale and Vacuum.
Yeah, but I'm saying AoE damage like Flat Cannon is actually good for Meepo because that means it spreads the damage between all your Meepos. You die when one Meepo dies, so having AoE damage actually isn't that bad for Meepo.
Gods, our resident Meepo expert, has spoken.
Yeah, he's just rooting for Meepo to come out.
Look at,
Yeah,
and they'll ban anti-mage. So Liquid, well, they're letting Meepo through. We'll see.
that's risky business. Best be banning that Meepo, I tell you.
What a way that would be for Fnatic to make it to Game 3. And maybe, you know, if they end up punching their ticket to China and they do it on the back of a Meepo performance from No-Tail, that would be something special. But we'll see if they go for it. What are they going to go for?
It's very low chance, to be frank.
Yeah, it is.
It's like the opposite of what we always talk about, Gods, which is what or Winter as well. When a game's on the line, you go anti-mage, right? You go for a safe carry. That is the opposite of safe.
The safe carry Fnatic actually pick up quite a bit is Phantom Lancer, and that's still in the pool.
There is no Keeper of the Light.
But Phantom Lancer is not good against Darkseer plus Gyrocopter.
Yeah, not in the laning stage. Maybe later on if he's got the items, but that's a long way off.
Maybe they'll go for a Luna again.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it could work well for Fnatic because she can last to under tower against Dark, so you can zone him out. You can set up a split earth with a Lucent
you
Beam.
can zone him out with the Lucent Beam. Yeah.
Could work, or maybe even
What other carry? Oh, it's gone. Luna's
Dragon
gone.
Knight. Maybe Dragon Knight. He's not the best in the lane, but he does
I'm
fit their
thinking about-
timing.
What other carries that Fnatic usually play?
They've occasionally done.
I don't think they've picked
It's really been the
Phantom
PL.
Phantom
Yeah.
Assassin, right?
No, that's the
Phantom
Alliance.
Assassin.
Alliance,
Yeah, but
Alliance
I
draft
think PA
anything
could be
for better.
very, very good here because PA is also good to deal with the Darkseer and he can out DPS the Gyro because you can blink next to him and hit him from close range.
I think SF would be pretty good here.
Ooh.
Yeah, SF as well.
And they'll go Ogre. So maybe some dual roaming in the works or a very, very strong tri-lane. This could shut down Darkseer if they go defensive. Can they go aggressive? I guess that's the other
I think they can
question.
go aggressive tri-lane because they have a Prophet which could TP over. But if that's the case, they'll be running a Bat Rider on the mid, Nature's Prophet on a safe lane, but Nature's Prophet on a safe lane against an off-lane Darkseer is not something so too fun for the Nature's Prophet. Darkseer will have a very good time in that lane.
Maybe they even put the Darkseer mid if it's a Bat Rider there, because right now, I don't think a Gyrocopter is going to do very well against Bat Rider.
Yeah.
That's a
Bat
tough
Rider
matchup.
is just gonna pull him out and kill him.
And it's something we've seen Liquid do. Korok has definitely taken this Darkseer mid, but we'll see where he goes. I think it really depends on that last pick from Fnatic.
Yeah, I agree. I think Fnatic right now just want to scope out what Liquid are going to be doing. I guess a lot depends on what Liquid try and get for their solo mid. They haven't quite got Korok
Do
yet.
you think they could go for a Sven?
I think it's possible.
For Fnatic or for Liquid?
Yeah, for Fnatic, Sven, Leshrock, and Ogre Magi on one lane.
It's really not their hero. I mean, I think maybe it could work.
I think I've seen them play quite a number of times
Really?
before.
Well, I haven't been watching those games then, so I'll defer to you. He
I think
would have
it's not-
bloodlust.
It's not the recent games, but quite before.
It would be a bloodlusted Sven at that, so...
Bloodlust Sven plus Warcry, 5/2/2 movement speed. Sounds like a good idea.
And he's a hero who can just man up against Gyro. You get your BKB, until Gyro is very, very fat, he can't do anything. And I think some sort of BKB carry, if you can get that for Fnatic,
Yeah,
because Liquid have no way to deal with it.
that's where I think the SF is really nice, just because of.
Oh, Winter! Called it! Called it!
Who knows?
I like it. If he gets the early BKB.
Bloodlust plus Warcry. Flying Sven.
Even just Warcry alone is pretty damn good, and if he gets a BKB, I don't know what Liquid really do. They have no solution for it. I mean,
They can only get Ghost Scepters for that.
is it... Do you go like an offlane Beastmaster maybe here? Darkseer mid? Because Beastmaster does okay against someone like Prophet, and I feel they need that lockdown.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Or maybe even go for something like an Enigma, because Enigma has a stronger laning presence.
Reserve time.
Oh, that could work. And he can do all right against Bat Rider. Or Prophet, for that matter.
No. Whoa, Clockwork. So
Okay.
it'll be offlane Clockwork? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bulba gonna be playing it. The signature hero for Liquid, and it gives them that lockdown for Sven, the cogs.
I remember the game, his Clockwork keeps aiming Milk on the Venomancer.
That was
he ate
hate.
Mount both games. First Venomancer, then it was Jakiro. He was just like all over Mount.
Oh man, that's some serious hate. It will be a hard carry Sven, and it does feel like an aggressive trend. It's like kind of that Virtus Pro style. You run the safe lane, or at least what they were doing about a month and a half ago.
I think this game will be a offensive tri-lane because they have a very strong offensive tri-lane.
Right, and safe lane Prophet, Bat Rider mid, and then you just keep on taking fights and TP in with the Trance look to take the tower.
Oh, so No-Tail is playing the solo now?
Yeah, he's been playing solo mid. It's been
No.
Hani on the support.
10 seconds.
It's
So
actually Hani back
unless
on
there's
mid.
a
Honey-
Chen.
Hani is back on mid. The reason
5
No-Tail's playing
seconds
solo mid is because Hani's in the US, so he's lagging on the European server. But the way they were playing it in the when they were all in Europe is that Hani's back on solo mid.
And I think they've been switching quite a bit, so maybe still
Yeah.
experimenting.
Yeah, but Hani playing with a lot higher ping now. That we're because he's in the US playing on the European server, so that's why they give No-Tail the solo mid for the most part. We saw it yesterday up against Alliance, where the games all on European server, they switch the roles up.
Yeah, he does have quite a bit of king. So on the side of Fnatic, they're down 0-1, but they're not out of it yet. Trixie on the Bat Rider. Hani on the Leshrac, really taking their time to mosey on out of the jungle. Liquid already to the lanes. No-Tail on the Prophet. So they do a little swap with the heroes, maybe trying to throw Liquid off Fly. Going to be playing the Ogre Magi. Last but not least, it's Era on the hard carry. Sven, I'm going to pump you up, he hopes.
Oh, he hopes. As for Team Liquid, over on the dice, we've got IX Mike playing the Nyx Assassin, we've got Fluff playing the Rubik, Korok on the Darkseer, back in base is Bulba playing the Clockwork, then finally, it's going to be TC on his Gyrocopter.
And they're sending Korok mid, so I think the best hero to lane against that Bat Rider.
30 seconds.
But
to
it
battle.
seems they are going to run a safe lane Sven.
So they're not going aggressive. Do you think that's okay to trade like this?
I would prefer to have run it aggressive. It's still okay, but they have a very strong tri lane, so it's good if they are able to pressure down the gyro early.
And I think I would.
But it could work. It could also work against them. So maybe they just don't want to take the risk.
So Trixie playing the Bat Rider. It's gonna be.
I think he's gonna be jungling though.
Yeah, jungle Bat. So they're getting greedy.
Mid lane Prophet, jungle Bat, safe lane tri lane.
Oh, interesting. Mid Prophet. Haven't seen this in a while.
I think only Complexity does it last time a lot.
Yeah, we saw Jo loves to play that mid lane Prophet. Rush the bottle, control the runes, and
he's running back top. It's actually Liquid running the aggressive tri lane.
Maybe not a proper aggressive tri lane. Sometimes they bait out Bulba in this bottom lane.
That's what they're doing.
Lane. They pretend he's suicide sword, and are they smoking up?
They
haven't smoked yet.
They have one.
They have a smoke. Yeah, I think they're
they
gonna
like
smoke.
to go for an early first blood. Then they'll leave Bulba solo.
But Fnatic might be ready for this. We'll see.
Yeah.
They've got 3 heroes nearby. They'll smoke. They're gonna go.
I think they don't know what's going on because Trixie is playing very defensive at top.
Uh-oh. Flies out of position. And maybe
Oh
Hani
no,
is
they're gonna
too.
spot the smoke.
Smoke is revealed. Bulba not able to get in range
Hani,
here.
if he gets the leaf off, he's gonna die.
Oh, they can't do it.
315 move speed, Imba.
Yeah, nerf Leshrac, please. And off the bat, tri lane. Do they sit here in the tri lane? With the Rubik and a Nyx, they need levels.
I don't think that was
It's
the
gonna
plan.
be difficult for them to fight the tri lane because Sven, Leshrac, and Ogre Magi is very strong as well.
This is actually a big deal.
Like you mentioned, Nyx Assassin plus Rubik, it's a combination of a support where both of them need a lot of levels to be much more effective later on. If they don't get levels, it's gonna be really difficult for them to get anything going on the map for Liquid.
So they deward the lane ward, and they'll look to maybe contest the pull, but even if they want to abandon this tri lane, they're going to be very far behind when it comes to experience.
But when you look at the top lane, Gyrocopter versus Bat Rider, Bat Rider has to be extremely careful when every time he goes aggressive on the gyro. When you get a lot of napalm stacks on the enemy hero, usually you have the tendency to try and firefly and just try to kill. But against Gyrocopter, you have to be very careful.
You have
And
to
the
do it
next
with creeps.
Rocket Barrage. Yeah, with the Rocket Barrage can kill you first before your Firefly kills him.
So it comes down to the creep support, or maybe No-Tail TPing in.
Yeah, and Gyrocopter has the early game edge. He had that sort of safer farm because of how scared Bat Rider was, and going for this build with a Magic Stick Wraith Band, he's actually got a lot of stats.
Oh, Trixie wants to man up here. Can he actually find a kill? He's taking a lot of damage. But I don't think Trixie can dive on this. Yeah, one more attack. He'll back off. And also, he was pulled, so the Gyrocopter had a little bit extra regen. They're going to smoke again. This time it's Fnatic who smoke, and they want to head towards mid. Oh, they could kill Korok here. No tangos? Is there a Sprout? No Sprout yet, actually.
He has Invis rule. Do they have sentries?
Oh,
Oh yeah, they have sentries.
they do. Let's see if they can find him. This could be our first blood. There's your Sprout. Just hit level 4. Korok gonna fall.
Sentry.
Big first blood for Fnatic. And for Liquid, can they get a trade? Doesn't look like it. This game is looking really good already for Fnatic.
Yeah, and Era is getting farm as well. He's getting decent farm at the bottom lane. If you compare the carry's farm, the Clockwork and the Sven's farm, it's a huge difference now.
And Trixie, he's actually going to man up here with Firefly, but the creeps are about to die. This is going to be a kill for TC. I think if he gets Rocket Barrage, he'll stick up now. He'll go on in, and he's going to bring Trixie down. Oh, Trixie, sometimes too aggressive, and we see it there.
Well, bottom lane, now we can see Liquid back to this tri-lane versus tri-lane, and Liquid, the top lane's going fantastic for them. It's just these other two lanes, which are now a bit of a struggle, especially No-Tail on that Nature's Prophet. He's got 1600 gold. He can get an incredibly fast Midas if he wants to.
What do you think, Winter? Is this a Midas game, or is this a mech game? What do you do here?
I think it depends on how they want to play out the mid phase. If they want to be aggressive, like if the Sven doesn't go for a Midas at the same time, you can go for a quick mag on the Prophet so that I remember it was DK doing it, like they start our TK just get a mag without even boots or anything, and he just TPs down the fight with a 7 or 8 mini mag, and the mag changes the fight totally.
And we'll see a quick pause here. A little bit of lag coming out for Fnatic. Immediate unpause. 1,000 gold lead for Fnatic. 750 experience lead. And I want to point out, No-Tail is playing this mid matchup really well. Already 23 CS. Oh, bottom lane. Big engagement. 2 heroes split earth. This is bad for Liquid. They're on the run. Can Bulba get out? He can't. Now Ix might get trouble. The TP may come from No-Tail. No, it's cancelled in the end, it looks like. And Ix might now the TP.
He's coming.
Oh, this could be a tri-lane wipe. So bad. So bad for Liquid. They're all going to lose everyone. And they might lose a tower too with the chance available to be summoned for Liquid.
Yeah, and we were talking about Fnatic being greedy the last game. This game it was Liquid being greedy. They want to farm up the gyrocopter at the same time pressure down the Sven.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I really don't think they will be able to win the trialing with the Rubik and the Nyx Assassin.
Greed pays sometimes. This game, not so much, and they are fighting the trades. I feel like this Liquid team, they can fall behind early, but I would never count them out, even with that, just because they have a gyro and a Darkseer. These are two heroes that can win a fight 2v5 if they get enough items.
Yeah, and
Darkseer's
Gyro
doing a lot of
has
pressure
Tower
on
is
mid.
under attack.
Gyro has a very good start as well.
Yeah, that solo kill is big because, I mean, it's already a hard matchup for Trixie, and it only gets harder from
Smoke
here.
top.
Oh, top lane, Fluff is behind Trixie.
Oh, Trixie, his customary aggression looks to be dead now as a lift and
He's
a
dead,
missile.
I think.
Oh yeah. Rocket Barrage is here. There's a lasso, but he's just not going to have the follow-up damage. He flame breaks away. He tries to get over the ravine. He actually might live, but Fluff pulls him back in. There's no mana. He's going to kill off TC. They fought in the Firefly for too long, and now Fluff in trouble. Sprout is here. Fnatic just finding the openings. Fluff surrounded. Beautiful body block. Down he's going to go, and 5-1. Now the score, a 2,500 gold lead.
I don't think he should have done that. Fluff waited for the homing missile. He wanted to wait for the homing missile to hit the Bat Rider before using his telekinesis, and they paid for it.
If he had just lifted him and thrown him back, it would have been an easier kill.
It doesn't matter if they stack the telekinesis and the homing missile. They will have enough damage anyway to kill Trixie with the barrage.
And No Tail, he went Midas, and he's already had it now for 40 seconds. That's a 5-minute Midas.
Yeah, ridiculously fast for the first blood. TC TP's back top lane. He's actually in trouble here. Trixie and Nature's Prophet both sort of
I
lurking
think
around.
he's gonna be fine.
Oh, maybe.
Not going to go in.
Yeah, Trixie's level 7, and he's gonna have a fast blink. Despite that death, it could be a 9-10 minute blink dagger.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's up to 1,400 gold already.
So early Midas on him. Era is farming. Or early Midas on our Prophet for No Tail. The blink dagger may be coming very fast, and good farm on your Sven. And you look at Fnatic, they could just keep on finding pickoffs if Liquid fall too far behind.
Yeah, Bat Rider Dagger will be the crucial turning point for them in this early to mid game phase. Not to mention, Bat Rider will always have the Prophet to support him wherever he gets.
So Liquid, they know they need to catch up on the levels for their supports. That's why we'll see IX might go mid. We'll see Korok rotate into the jungle.
Yeah. Korok will rotate to the jungle and leave the lane for the support. That's a very good move here by Liquid.
And maybe it all comes down to Bulba. He's already almost level 6. The Cogs could really punish Fnatic when they tower dive. So I'm really keeping my eyes on Bulba when those fights start to happen.
But the thing is, he's so far behind in farm now.
Top lane,
He
on
doesn't
to
even have
Trixie.
boots.
Oh, Trixie, he mounts up, he goes down again.
Gosh.
He's really forcing the issue here, top, and now we have smoke
he-
towards mid.
It's what I talk about in the early phase. Every time Bat Rider against the Gyrocopter, you can't be too aggressive because Gyrocopter, if he maxes his Rocket Barrage like what TC did, that's actually so dangerous for the Bat Rider to just jump on the Gyrocopter. He could just be killed by the Barrage first before his
Oh
Firefly
no,
kills the Gyro.
they smoke towards top, Korok reveals them jungling.
Korok is there?
No, that's that's actually worked really well for Liquid because Fnatic, they're thinking either someone's invis or someone revealed them from the high ground and would have seen them. So the smoke gank fails just because of the positioning from the Darkseer.
And that could have been TC's death. Bat Rider
Yeah.
coming back, TP's in top, your Prophet joins the fight. And TC, that good start, maybe it slows down, but not going
Lane.
to happen now.
I think they might catch
Fluff.
Fluff here.
Fluff, he just saw the two heroes. Well, actually, I don't think they saw them because there's no vision. Now Fluff going to go down. A big kill. So Fnatic still find one anyway. Fluff looks like he wanted to do a bit of warding and not able to in the end.
No Tail just picks up a null talisman, and there's one item which
Dagon?
kind of looks like... Yeah,
Question mark. Dagon, question mark.
I like it.
I don't see any other reason for getting a null talisman, unless you go like first item null talisman for the laning stage, but we're past the laning stage. This looks like a Dagon.
There's a level 2 Rubik with no boots. A Dagon could really work.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
You wanted to see a Dagon the other day before, and you're gonna get it, LD.
I mean, sometimes we get Bracer Gaming, sometimes we get Dagon Gaming, and I think it's a legit item this game. A little bit risky, sure, but could definitely work.
Oh, top lane, is Trixie gonna dive? No.
Oh, don't do it again, Trixie. You've done it one too many times this game. He needs his blink.
Yeah, that 9-minute blink dagger is suddenly looking more like
Korok.
a sort of 12-minute blink
Korok
dagger.
gonna
runs
spot
right
him up.
in. That's not good. If a Split Earth is here, nope, not in time. And they're gonna back off. Missile comes in. And the good news is, Liquid are just not getting as much out of the map right now for
And
Fnatic.
Era is free farming. Prophet will rotate down, which is a good move to pressure the bottom lane. Since they saw there's 3 heroes at top, 1 hero middle, they'll be able to put a lot of pressure at the bottom tier 1 tower and possibly even take it down.
And Winter, it's what we talked about. It's going to be potentially a very fast BKB, and the only answer for that will be Cogs. A hook isn't really a reliable way to deal with that, so it's going to come down to Boba.
You can search your teammate away. That's
true.
Way.
But with all these stuns, you look at Fnatic, they've got a Fire Blast, maybe a Sprout, depending on when things like Vacuum are used. Lasso, Stormbolt.
But I think he'll be close to 5 2 movement speed with the Bloodlust.
And Liquid are just not defending this tower bottom. Now they come.
Bottom,
now they come.
Keeping in.
Era's in trouble. Oh, Boba baiting it out. The Sprout is there. The hook will land anyway, and Era gets caught. This is big. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He'll try to man up. Not going to fight his way out. And they slow down that BKB.
Really nice from Liquid. They really needed that. It gets both Bulba, TC, some XP, and gold, and buys some more time. They want to be looking for this Darkseer mech as fast as possible, because at that point, it's like you mentioned, they don't have a way of dealing with something like a BKB Sven, Batrider, Blink Dagger. They're going to need the heal from a mech coming out as fast as possible from Korokon Darkseer.
Yeah. When you look at the Ogre Magi skill build, he's not even going to bother skilling the slow. He's going to go all out on stun and Bloodlust. He's going to prioritize on getting that Sven max movement speed.
It's a build that I know Melk is a staunch defender of. I saw him tweeting about it the other day, and I think this game it could be huge. The BKB does remove Bloodlust, but when it's not there, and even just giving no-tail Bloodlust, he'll actually hit quite hard with this early start, and they're just going to sit back and farm for the time being. They're leading by about 3,000 gold. They're down on experience. It's all about the blink for me right now. When Trixie gets this, can Fnatic continue to find kills and feel the aggression?
He's only 100 away from me. Actually, 70 gold away.
Don't die now, Trixie. Don't die now. No, we want a game 3.
Don't try to dive anyone now.
Even if you're a Liquid fan, I feel as a fan of Dota, you should want a game 3. You should want this to get more interesting as a series. And there's a trip to China on the line. This is big for both teams.
Yeah, really. Something I'm curious about is Trixie's skill build is actually not your standard Batrider skill build. I know, Winter, you play a lot. Is this Max Firefly first, like something you think's good?
I don't really like the Max Firefly build unless you're having a very good time, which it wasn't having a very good time. Usually, players like to max the flame break first because it's instant damage.
And also against Gyro, you don't want to fly over him.
You'll be using a lot of flame breaks in a fight, so maxing the flame break first is very, very, very popular among the players.
There's your Blink Dagger.
And top lane Korok is invis.
Oh man, Trixie's trying to TP out Korok. Can he cancel it in time? He will go. Oh, he gets it off. Trixie, I don't know that he'll die here. He can Firefly over the ravine. He'll flame break him back. Where's the top? Nope, not gonna die. But the blink is revealed.
Just wants to annoy him.
And that's your Blink Dagger. The surprise is gone.
And he was TPing either bottom or mid for a kill, which was going to be almost a guaranteed kill. You surprise Liquid with the blink, you get yourself a kill. But now TP cancelled, Trixie blink scouted out, and
they want him.
This chance of getting a kill is something so much smaller.
They surge and fluff, but they can't find Trixie. He's juking. And they were doing a little bit of chip damage. I feel like Fnatic haven't gotten enough towers yet for my liking. With a Leshrac pick, with this Prophet getting a lot of experience, Sven having Warcry.
But LD, the Leshrac hasn't opted to go for the Edict build because they were roaming around to try and set up ganks.
It's a good point.
That's why he went for the Lightning Storm build.
And I guess maybe Fnatic, they don't really want to fight until they have the Sven BKB.
Yeah, and Edict would be very, very redundant in fights because you have the cogs and the call down from the Gyro, not to mention the Flat Cannon. In most of the situations, as a Leshrac support, you won't be able to get near to get your Edict damage off. I think it's a very good decision for him to go for the Split Earth and Lightning Storm build.
Well, I don't think we're going to see that Dagon in the end. There's no tail. He's already level 11. We're 13 minutes in. The window to get that is really closing.
Yeah. Casual.
Did he buy anything else?
He finished the treads. I want to say.
Yeah, he's farming. There's got to be something. He's up to 6. No, it's just a lot of cheap items, I guess.
It's nothing yet.
His net worth is by far the highest right now. It's just, like you say, cheap-ish items. He's also got 2k gold in the bank, so he can be looking at a pretty fast sheep stick if he wants one. And
for Liquid, it's a 1-core lineup. A 1-carry lineup, anyway, and a sheep stick could be big.
It's a good idea for him to go for Split Push Shadow Blade as well, like how MRL Bulldog wants to do it. Because in the game where they have Batrider, if you are constantly speed pushing, you'll be creating a lot of window of opportunity for the Batrider. Bottom lane is, Batrider smoked up.
Sven is here. Sven does not have his BKB yet. And they're looking for a Firefly, but Liquid are prepared. Liquid see this coming. It looks like maybe not. Maybe
not. This should be fine.
It's all about Batman.
Batman. They know Batman is here.
Some demon type tactics. And even if he goes here, I think this is too far to go. That would put his team in a very bad position.
Oh no, Vendetta is gonna get the counter gank.
Oh man, he's still in the trees. They don't have Firefly now. And there's a sentry ward.
Sentry.
That was close. That was very close.
Whoa, he still went.
They're gonna go. Trixie's gonna jump in on 2-hero storm. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad for Liquid. They're all gonna melt. They're all gonna explode. Fluff next in line. Oh man. Vacuum is here. Can they bring him down in time? They're on the run. Fnatic trying to get the hell out. Can they get away? That's the question. Korok's coming in.
He still has call down.
Sir, poke in for Bulba. Finds the kill. They want more. Buyback from Leshrac. Wow.
Well, everything going pretty well for Liquid there, all things said and done, because they lost 2 heroes right off the bat. 2 heroes storm, but 2 heroes split earth. TC needs to be careful because Fnatic have bought back here. They're not going to look for more, but I guess it was a somewhat even trade at the end here, but that could have gone so much worse it looked like for Liquid.
Oh, they were hiding in the trees. I think they wanted to go on TC again.
Yeah, it's just the buyback. That's really what did it, because it was a great engagement, but Liquid, they were at their tower, and that was also a big vacuum. Catches 4 heroes, brings them into the wall. That allows them to find the kills, and Bulba with that hook shot evens the score.
And Notil decides to spend his cash on the 4 stars.
I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like early sight device or the Shadow Blade is the way to go.
I guess it's useful for the cogs. They want something to be able to deal with the cogs.
That's true.
But I just feel that Shadow Blade would give him much more.
Here comes
mid lane.
Ix Mike. He's gonna find a 2-hero impale. He doesn't even Vendetta first. But can they bring them down now with the cooldown coming in? The Rocket Barrage is there. Fly on the run, hoofing it out. It looks like he will escape. Force Staff not gonna save you there. There is a lasso.
Now?
There's a lasso. Trixie blinks by the cogs. Bulba tries to hook out. Can't get away, and he will fall now. Almost a brilliant escape. No, maybe not.
Man coming out from Korok. This could actually save Bulba's life. Bulba's in the clear. Fly goes in with the sun, but Fly, he's low. Bulba gets flamed back in, lassoed up. He gets brought down finally, but Trixie, he's going to pay for this with his life.
Sven's going to come in, but he doesn't have BKB, and he'll Warcry, and he'll try to chase Fluff down. Not going to go for it. The mech there was big, and Liquid just had more heroes grouped up at every moment that fight, and that made the difference.
Egan Ogre Magi got, I think Flat kind of killed off the Ogre Magi, because he was really low, but he saved far enough back, but somehow ended up dying behind his tower. So I think it was actually the Flat Heavens that killed off Ogre.
It might have been Fluff as well with the lightning spam, because he did steal that in the midst of that fight.
Yeah, Gyrocopter finished him off, so something would have done a bit more damage in there.
When you look at the map, both sides are very, very taking into close looks into the Ancients. They don't want anyone to stack and kill a lot of Ancients.
And we're now looking at Fnatic, who had that early good start, a 4,000 gold lead, losing on experience, although they're looking to even it up. It's now all about the BKB on this Fen. Once Era gets this, that's going to be a big window. They have to make something happen with that, I feel. And Liquid are smoked.
Yeah, he's only 400 gold away from it.
It's a pretty fast BKB, but coming to some of these fights has slowed it down a bit.
They know they are there stacking the camp. There's a ward spotting them.
And it's been warded. And both teams have warded the enemy ancient, so Gyro and Sven being denied. No DreamHack Dota.
Oh, they're gonna catch out Notil.
Where's those sentries? Where's that gem? They just don't have it right now. Are they gonna get caught a surge?
I think they're gonna catch the last shot instead.
Oh,
no.
I like that from Liquid. That's a very dangerous distance to dive. When TC and Bulba, they're just sitting top. They're not in position to help.
Yeah, I think Liquid are just going to try to take this 2-1 tower instead. And Liquid's window to actually teamfight is getting smaller and smaller, because as soon as Sven gets BKB, these fights, Liquid has to be a lot more careful with.
Yeah, it's okay for Fnatic to trade right now, because as soon as, like what Gods mentioned, Sven has his backing bar. I don't think Liquid can take a fight that easily anymore.
It's not here yet, though. Oh, Lasso's going to catch out Korok, but he's got a mech. He's not down yet. Can he get out of here? He'll surge, and he'll run away. And Fnatic, now they got to run. No tail. No, dodges the hook. He's lifted, and he's thrown.
He doesn't have his force staff.
No force staff. He's in trouble. Now, Sven comes in, but they're all taking so much damage. Are they going to fall? Pharah able to get out of there. And where's the BKB? Still hasn't had it delivered. Doesn't have the money yet. In the end, though, they come out all right.
Yeah, Bulba got pushed onto the high ground, which sort of sealed his own death fate there, but 1 for 1, Nature's Prophets, I guess the slightly bigger kill than the Clockwork, but even so, Liquid, it's more farm, more time for TC to get a BKB of his own, which he's also really going to need here.
I still feel like Liquid can take team fights if the cogs are good and if a cooldown is there. You mentioned it will be Fnatic with the they'll have the ability to initiate and to force the fights. I definitely agree, but if they overextend or they don't get a good fight, the right fight, Liquid can definitely take it.
Yeah, they have the counter initiation from the cooldown and the Darkseer vacuum. If the fight doesn't go well for Fnatic, they will be turned around pretty quickly by Liquid. And I think as long as Fnatic, they don't overextend, Bad Rider will be able to control the fights. They only take fights they want to take with their teammates on a better position. then something like a counter initiation from the Darkseer shouldn't be too much of a worry. They have to pick him up as the fight starts. Kill him before he drops his wall.
IX Mike has really been controlling the tempo of this game for Liquid. He'll go in again with another Vendetta gank and may find some kills mid.
Yeah, he's only been involved in 2 of these 9 kills for Liquid. It feels like he's done so much more.
He's gonna kill. Yeah, they see him. There's a sentry ward there.
Runs into a sentry ward. Now he's on the run. He gets Flame Break back down, but I don't think they really want to engage on that. They won't. They back off, and well, Fnatic not falling prey that time, but it's the constant tax on the supports. Buying sentries, no gem yet for this team. Maybe something they want to look towards fairly soon.
Yeah, I definitely agree there, but
yes,
Liquid
BKB already.
Yeah, Sven has his BKB, but TC has his in 500 gold as well, so both teams will have that BKB up.
And now the question is, I mean, for Fnatic, they've got to be able to find that gyro in the fights. He hasn't been getting focused, TC, since the early gank attempts. He's pretty much gotten to do whatever he wants in these fights.
Top smoke.
Both teams maybe looking for a clash here. Fnatic don't have 5. This is bad for them if IX Mike gets off an impale. Where's that? Oh, the last one starts.
Darkseer is being targeted first.
They're focusing Korok. They're ignoring TC on the back lines and Era. He kills one. He gets pushed out of the cogs. Now gonna go to work. Korok put the mech, keeping him alive, being slowed by the call down. He's on the run. And I don't think this is good for Fnatic. They'll vacuum 2 back. This is very, very problematic. Fluff stole Stormbolt, brings another down. It's a headlong retreat, and Bulba on the chase.
Yeah, Korok's got another vacuum in just a second. No, it's actually on cooldown for a bit longer. They're going to get another kill here. Ogre Magi going to take a fall, and the chase is on. They want Era, they want No-Tail, No-Tail. Cogs cancels the TP. Nice from Bulba, but the backup nowhere in sight.
Bulba is playing so well in these fights with the Cogs and Fluff too. They're just finding... It's the Darkseer. This is not the hero you want to focus if you're Fnatic. You just can't kill him in time.
Yeah, if they can kill him in time, it's okay. But the Sven was killing the Nyx assassin first. If they didn't focus him down and he drops his mecha, wall, and vacuum, you're not gonna win the fight anymore.
Okay, so for Fnatic, they went for No-Tail. No-Tail got a lot of early farm, got the Midas. He went back for a Force Staff, a Null Talisman, a pair of Power Treads. It's delaying a really high impact damage item, or... Oh, he's gonna go for this tower mid. Oh, he's gonna get it too. Big plays from No-Tail. Can he get out? Looks like he should be okay.
He can't TP, which is what you'd want. He's got a Force Staff though. That's always the difference maker. I keep forgetting about it just because it's such a weird item, and right now it doesn't feel like it was the right item.
Yeah, it's just they rushed the BKB on the Sven. You compare this to the Alliance, you'll often see them with these same 2 heroes. Double Midas, more split push, lots of ancient stacking, and play more for the late game. Fnatic have taken a more aggressive early to mid game approach, and Liquid have just been ready for it with the counter ganks, the positioning, and for whatever reason, Fnatic are now in a position where it's going to be much harder for them to take it late.
Yeah, because No-Tail didn't go for the Shadow Blade, easier speed push build, he went for the Force Staff. It's just mainly for the Cogs, to save his teammate out of the Cogs.
It's Fnatic who started the Shadow Blade trend as well. Yeah.
That's kind of the funny thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can remember some crazy games with Trixie just peeping in, backdooring racks, backdooring towers.
Out again. Another tier 1 tower.
He's making things happen. And there's your Shadow Blade. He'll go back for it.
I like that he did. I think it's definitely a good pickup.
He just wants the Force Staff to deal with the Cogs. That's all he wants to do with it.
It's worked out for him all right. He got the tier 1 mid because of it. He got out safely as well. And you can't say it's a hugely effective item, but maybe they're going to make something happen here top. Liquid TPing into the tier 3. And again, Korok with the hood now.
Where's the Bat Rider?
Oh, he's got a pipe. You can't go on him. He's got a pipe. He's got a pipe.
He's gonna pull him.
Can they chain stun him down? That's the question. Stormbolt is here. Sven is here. Can they sprout him? The sprout is there. He gets pushed out. That's so bad. And now TC comes in. Rocket Barrage to fly. Era's gonna TP his way out. Can he get out in time? He will not escape. They bring him down in the end. And it's a disaster.
Something.
A disaster for Fnatic. A BKB charge down the day, and they will get out in the end. You can't go on Korok. He's too tanky, and that was a really long way to engage.
But at the same time, if they don't take out Korok, Korok is just gonna mecha and pipe and vacuum into the wall.
I agree. So what do you do?
It will be so difficult. They just need to find more damage. If they can't get a good position to kill Korok, they can't take the fight.
Yeah, they've just got to find the Mask of Madness crit on the Sven and go for that late game because
he's going for Armlet first now.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Armlet's still okay, but you're gonna need some attack speed with a crit. I guess he's maybe going to be looking to rely on Bloodlust, but during BKB he doesn't get that.
Here comes IX Mike. Again, there's no detection, but he will blink away. Trixie on the run. They did spot out TC with that flying vision, and looks like everyone's going to escape.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to talk about how IX Mike as well. He plays his Nyx assassin. He's only one of the few players that always maxes the mana burn over the Spike Carapace because mana burn has less mana cost and a lot better cooldown on level 4 compared to level 1, even though the damage is the same.
And this
But most of the players will just go for the Spike Carapace because it's more stun duration and the cooldown as well.
And this game, if you get off a mana burn on Era, he may not have mana to use the Stormbolt in the fight, so depending on what his BKB is popped.
Would you prefer to go for the mana burn as well?
I think everyone has been so used to versing Nyx Assassin, and they see the Carapace, they stop attacking. So having just 1 point is kind of deceiving.
No. Trixie's...
Oh, he's gonna find Mike, Ike's Mike, and bring him down to the low ground, and if they can get him out of position, maybe it's a good fight. But they're focusing on Mike on the backside as TC comes in. Hook is there, catching out Era, isolating him, while TC drives in the vacuum on two. Oh, this is bad. This looks very bad. Era's able to get out of there. BKB is still available. Maybe they can turn this. It looks like they're gonna back in the end. Bulba with that hook. Nobody's died yet. And the missile. Well, are they gonna chase for this? There is a BKB on Era. There's not on TC. But I think Fnatic are too low to fight.
It turned out that didn't activating that BKB was actually a good thing for Fnatic. If they would have used the BKB, maybe the Liquid would just go for Roshan.
Oh, here comes Trixie with an Invis.
They're still gonna go for Roshan.
Are we gonna see some sexy Bamboo Dota? Are we gonna see a Roche steal? Trixie, he can be on the high ground here. There's no vision.
Sentry, no gem.
Oh, this could be big. He will actually reveal himself now. Well, he hasn't popped in the pit, but they're painting. They're suspicious. Fluff's gonna spot him out. Split Earth will drop in the midst of it all. And it looks like 2 hero impale. This is not good. Can they bring him down? They don't. I don't know if they realize no tails here. Roche dropping low, not dead yet. Hook will arrive. They bring down Trixie. Sprout on Bulba, trying to finish him off, but TC comes in. Roche is not being finished yet. Buyback from Trixie.
That rider buys out.
Oh man, Fly's gonna fall. It's just 1 by 1.
Sun is coming from behind.
Here we go. Can they fight?
Era's got to find the opening, but it doesn't look like... Liquid are too low, out of HP, out of mana to take Roshan now, but as long as they prevent Sven from getting...
Oh, no tail comes him off with the ultimate, gets bashed at the Roche pit.
They're gonna get the Roshan as well.
Oh, big fight for Fnatic, a scrappy little engagement for them. And now it's Trixie chasing for an additional kill on Fluff, while Roche likely falls here.
Fluff doesn't have mana anymore. I think he might be able to kill him.
Oh, he doesn't go with the lasso, gets lifted up and thrown back, but they get Roche, and all things considered, looking at Gold Graph going back their way, Experience Graph going their way, a big win for Fnatic.
That was a crazy fight.
Chaotic as hell. I felt like Trixie maybe could have waited a bit longer there and with that Invis, but he went right away and had to buy back. Does work out.
I think it was okay for them. At least they killed off the Nyx assassin and they all escaped. And the thing is, Era didn't use his BKB there. A lot of players would maybe have used the BKB, but because he didn't use it, they were able to take the next fight. And here goes Trixie.
They're focusing Korok, but there's no God Strength, there's no BKB. Era picked up, thrown back down.
It's gonna be very bad for them.
Now they have to run.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet took the Aegis, that means we're not going to be seeing Sven come back fight. No-Tail trying to fight this one, trying to bring down Korok there on the side. Trixie as well taking a lot of damage. Korok actually going to survive this. Meanwhile, mid lane, Fly's actually getting caught out by IX Mike and Bulba.
It's the Mana Burn. It's the Mana Burn. It's doing so much damage. And they're going to bring him down. This early Mana Burn, IX Mike is just constantly, even a hero like Ogre Magi with a relatively low mana pool, he hits 1 Mana Burn, that's like 1/4 of his HP, and that's a tanky support hero.
Yeah. And if you get the mana burn on over and over again, it disables a hero like Sven with a low mana pool like you mentioned before, and having the shorter cooldown because you skill mana burn higher, it's helping him a lot in this situation.
And if the fight's chaotic, and the Nyx isn't your primary initiator, you don't really need Carapace as much. I mean, it's not going to help you when only 1 or 2 heroes are getting Carapace done nearly as much as if 3 or 4 are. They have Clockwork and Darkseer to go in first, so I like this build. It gives them more damage and damage they need.
Yeah, I like it as well. This game is showing that the mana burn is so effective in the fights. Using it over and over again.
It actually...
Leshrock and Ogre Magi, the mana burn deals so much damage to both of them.
It actually can be like a Dagon 5. If you're going onto a Storm late game who's got a lot of big mana items, you burn them once, it's ridiculous.
It's a Laguna Blade with a 4-second cooldown.
It's pretty crazy stuff. And oh, by the way, it also burns your mana, so there's that too.
Yeah. That can also hurt, especially on something like a Storm. No Storm in this game, but heroes even like Sven, who may not take a whole lot of damage from it, very mana dependent. That's like an extra stun that he's not going to be getting off because of a mana burn in a fight.
So as we head towards the mid game, the late game, how do you guys feel about the way that this game is developing? Liquid, it seems to me like their team fight is actually stronger.
Yeah. The big pickup for me is Bulba's 4 stuff, because he loves to just cogs a hero, then 4 stuff out. So if he cogs Sven, Sven is out of the fight, even with the BKB.
It's not only because of that, LD. It's because they have a pipe and Fnatic doesn't have a pipe.
And I don't think they're getting one this game. Who's gonna farm it? You have to go for damage on No-Tail.
There's not even a mecha, right? Yeah, there's not even a mecha.
Well, No-Tail will go Scythe the Vice, but I mean, he's gonna be their main carry the way this game is developing because the Ancients were warded. He wasn't really getting the farm.
I think it's good for them not to go for the mecha and pipe. They want to be speed pushing more with the Prophet, Sven, and Batrider.
And that's sort of your Fnatic Dota. It's disparagingly called Rat Dota by Virtus Pro, but when they're winning games, that's kind of how they do it, is split push, scrappy little fights, and just have those chaotic fights where your teamwork comes into play.
Yeah, coming in from behind.
It's IX Mike, he's leading the way again. He's got Dust too, so Trixie, if
Do
he
they
gets
have
caught...
sentries there, Gem? Anyone?
No, oh, just sentries on Fly.
Fly has sentries.
Are they waiting? Are they predicting this?
Oh no, the sentry saw them. The sentry there saw them.
Oh, were they paying attention though?
Yeah, they were pinging.
IX Mike's gonna get caught. Where's the blink? No, not going in.
No, he doesn't have true sights. He needs Fly to be there.
They'll blink in onto the middle lane, not gonna go. And Fluff and stuff, he's got a blink dagger too, so Liquid now have a Batrider of their own potentially. This could be very bad. Between Cogs and the blink lasso from Fluff, if he can steal it, that could be both carries, the Prophet as well as the Sven, entirely out of the next fight.
I think you'd rather steal something like the Stormbolt. The problem with stealing a lasso... Yeah, if you steal a lasso, you blink and lasso someone, but you die instantly. You're a Rubik who blinks into the middle of a fight.
Yeah,
true.
It's like yesterday one of the games Phil was playing, he was playing Rubik and he steals the Clockwork Ultimate.
Yeah, it doesn't really help you much. It's stealing like one of these ultimates. If you steal it defensively, when if someone like Sven is auto-attacking Fluff and you have lasso, it's great, but to initiate, you don't want a lasso. It's more like a countermeasure.
If he does get it, it will be good for chasing though as well. If Liquid start to win the fight, Korok can chase them down with Surge on the gyro or himself, and you hook forward, you blink forward, and you lasso. You blink forward, you Stormbolt. The point is, as well as just having this, it means Fluff can be more of an impact in these fights in Fnatic. It's another... I just feel like there's so many heroes they have to worry about now. The Darkseer with a pipe and a mech, who they can't kill. Now Rubik with a blink dagger, who could steal some big stuns and turn the fights around. And not to mention, you know, heroes like the Nyx Assassin, Spammy Monbird, everyone on Liquid is a threat. I only feel like maybe 2 or 3 heroes on Fnatic are.
Yeah, but the thing is, Koro is going for Acceptor right now on Darkseer. I think that going for the Shiva's Guard will probably give his team even more damage compared to the Scepter.
And it helps you against Sven too. It helps you a lot against him.
I'm curious, TC. He's got the Demon Edge. Logic says MKB, but I've seen Liquid before go for this Divine Rapier, even without an Aegis. And if they want to wait for Aegis, they can do so.
Yeah.
I think he's probably gonna go for MKB mostly. It's the safe option. But one thing I want to say is Liquid are 1 game ahead, so they can afford to go for that naked Divine Rapier.
Yeah, take a little risk. If they want to, and
I think it was Liquid. I remember casting with Lumi, and Lumi's like, dude, what's this gyro doing? He just put a Divine Rapier, and then literally less than a minute later, I think it was Liquid, and Liquid had ended the game with it. I'm like, dude, there you go, Divine Rapier. Legit.
It can work, especially if your opponents... I mean, Fnatic, they should expect that it might come out, but...
Yeah.
It's one thing to expect it, it's another thing when it's suddenly on top of you, with Nyx coming in and Viz starting the fight. And speaking of that Nyx, Fnatic really needs a gem. It's getting to that point where... You want it for the map control, and then you also want it so Nyx is not starting the fights.
They don't feel comfortable having the gem. They just keep using sentries over and over again, and like you said, it's a big investment.
And Liquid aren't making that investment. They're just going straight for items. And speaking of which, I mean, we look at an Ogre Magi, 1,800 net worth, just nothing at all on Fly, and a lot of that is just the sentry tax applied by the Nyx.
Yeah, the only thing good for him, I guess, is Ogre Magi is naturally tanky as a support.
Yeah, he's also 3 and 5, which certainly doesn't help. And we'll just see Liquid continue to farm. I still feel the pressure's on Fnatic to make something happen.
We're going to see a crit coming out from TC, in fact, so we're all wrong.
Daedalus is going to be the choice now. Pick up the broadsword. I like it.
But usually, if you want to go for Daedalus at the start, you start with a Crystallis, not a Demon Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the normal way to do it. But
I think he changed his mind.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you get the Demon Edge, you can build any one of those 3 items.
Yeah, well, more tower trades come out from Fnatic. They don't want to fight Liquid, at least not outside their own base. They can be just trading
look at the wards all over the map. Both teams are just having eyes everywhere.
This is pretty obvious that Fnatic are here. No-Tail would not be here by himself. And he'll get the tower, so the trade is there, but Liquid get their own. And in the end, who's going to blink first? Fnatic. Oh, do they actually try to dive? I feel like they can't dive. I feel like they have to just find a pick.
Yeah, full Daedalus picked up by TC.
They need to find a pick-off, like you said. If they proceed to fight as 5 versus 5 head-on, you start off with a lasso, on someone and you don't get the kill instantly and Dux is there to mech and pipe back and wall, the fight is gonna turn around on you.
You know, one of the big things I feel Fnatic is lacking is the 4-staff on Trixie. He had an okay start at top, and then those deaths in 4 and 5 just hasn't found the gold. They need him to find those pickoffs. He's actually gonna last with Illusion. Oh no. Oh man, that's not good.
Unfortunately for Trixie, has been a very, very average game.
Yeah, Flamebreak is gonna push Korok in. He'll vacuum Trixie back, but I don't think they really go on this.
They are killing No-Tail at bottom.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, bottom lane. Oh, Dust.
Shadowblade. That was so smart from No-Tail. He hexed the Nyx, knowing the Nyx was the one with the dust, and then Shadowbladed away, and they couldn't keep up with him, and they didn't have the dust.
Great little play. Able to get out for Fnatic there. Dodging a bullet, though.
Gem would be good on either side right now, considering the fact of the wards all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to count them now, but there are quite a few. I mean, even look towards the top jungle for Liquid. And now they're looking to maybe steal some Ancients.
Yeah, oh. I love this spells. Fluff Soul on the level 3 Wrath of Nature, which is actually not too bad a spell to have.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good spell.
That's very good this game, especially.
Yeah. The Prophet is there to split push, but you have Wrath of Nature.
Well, Aegis is down, and now Liquid, they're looking to take a fight.
Roshan is up in 1 minute.
This is a big timey window for Liquid. They just feel confident. Without that Aegis, Fnatic cannot fight. And Fnatic agree, they're split pushing, they're not trying to engage.
Yeah, unless they are gonna back off right now and Bad Rider gets to engage on someone, which is retreating.
No. Yeah, it feels like Sven needs one more item before Fnatic can take proper fights.
And by the time he gets it, TC will have a next item. He's already up to 1500 gold. And
what do you think he should go for right now, Gods?
The Sven?
Yeah.
He needs the crit. I mean, I guess Armlet can give you some decent attack speed. I think you just have to go straight for the Daedalus, because that's kind of like your insane burst damage.
It's way too late for something like a Master Madness.
I think he needs Muscle Madness. He needs some form of lifesteal as well. Either the Muscle Madness or...
I think the Armlet was just unnecessary.
Or maybe just a casual mask.
Fluff, he's blinked in, he's lifted up Trixie. Trixie's gonna get blown up. Oh, this is not good. Era's trapped in the cogs. Stormbolt is there, but he can't do a thing. He's being kited and actually just ignored while he's inside those cogs. He gets pushed back. What an engagement for Liquid, and now Roche potentially next. If they even go.
Normally, if you're a Clockwork and you get cogged in with a Sven with a BKB Godstring, you're thinking, holy crap, I'm screwed. But when you've got a 4-star to get out of there, it's Sven who just becomes useless. And Sven now, no BKB to defend this tier 3 tower.
And it was actually Fluff who started that. Blink jumps in, gets the Bat Rider. The initiator becomes the initiatee, and now they're gonna do it again.
Up again.
There's your cogs as well. This is not good for Hottie. Trapped in. There's no BKB on Sven. They can't fight. Bulba looks to get out of here now. The site deployed on TC. Now a 2-hero Sprout. Big damage being done by No-Tail. Can he actually take the fight? He finds Bulba. Era, still no BKB. He'll deny this tower mid. Liquid have to back, but I think Liquid are happy just to trade.
They can chase, I think. They want to.
Liquid need to back off without losing anyone here. Try and then look to go for Roshan, because...
If they have lost even more heroes, Roshan will be for Fnatic's taking.
Yes.
And now
Ultio Desolator.
This Nexus Prophet is huge.
And he's got to be huge. I don't feel Sven is going to do anything unless Bulba screws up his cogs and the vacuums and surges aren't there to keep the other heroes back. The Sven, he stuns one hero, and then Liquid just kind of run away, cog him, hook him,
what do you think
him.
about the Desolator pickup? Do you think it's very good in this situation, Aldi?
They need damage. I mean, whether it's a Desolator, a Daedalus, even maybe something like a Maelstrom, but I think TC has to be focused down, so I think this is how you do it. You can't rely on Sven.
It's either the Desolator or the crit.
Yeah.
I think he can sell his Midas next to get the crit as well if he wants.
Problem is, he doesn't have a BKB, and if Liquid find him with one stun, No-Tail will die.
Yeah, if you talk about Liquid heroes, as long as they land one stun on No-Tail, he's dead.
Yeah, unless it's like 5v1 or something, but... I just think it's the difference between the Gyro and the Sven.
I don't think he'll be going for the BKB, because if he goes for the BKB, like you say, they don't have enough damage.
I agree.
But if he doesn't go, it's easy to kill him. He just needs to rely on his position.
Yeah, he's just got to show up at the right moments in these fights, and I think this is where Era's kind of the red herring for Liquid. He's doing a decent amount of damage, but Trixie's going to be the real threat in these fights, because he's also the 600 range hero, and the difference between Gyro and Sven is, the Gyro you can't really kite at all with flat cannon. The Sven, as we've seen, can be easily kited.
But if the Sven is next to your Gyro is going to die first.
Yeah, but is he ever going to get next to him with the way Bulba's playing? It feels impossible.
So
Yeah.
are you saying it's better for him to get a dagger?
I wouldn't actually mind it. I mean, maybe not a dagger, maybe something like a force staff, but I just don't know, man. It's
I think dagger might be a good option because it enables him to just dagger right next to the gyro and initiate on him.
oh, mid lane. No-Tail gets picked off. 90 seconds on the sidelines, and he does a buyback, but
He has buyback.
you don't want to
He has
have to
buyback.
use that now because he's
They're
your
gonna
big
try
damage
and force
dealer.
it by going to Roche.
He doesn't have a choice. They're going to go for Roshan.
Yeah.
And if Liquid get this, I think they can just siege the base.
If they time the buyback right, Fnatic can maybe win a fight against Liquid.
I think Liquid has to know the Prophet has buyback.
Trixie's here. Could he find that pick off? He hasn't found them all game, but he could now. Ice Mike actually
Oh, no,
force
he
staffed
missed.
away. Oh, Trixie actually force staffed him, wanted to push him towards his team. Not able to now.
Oh, Era is full.
He's cogged again, and he's isolated Bulba doing big work. Here comes your call out. Vacuum in back into the wall. Trixie dropping low. Fluff on the high ground. Chipping away.
TC is dying. TC is dying.
It's No-Tail. Can he bring him down in time? He can't. He will find Fluff. Fluff will fall. No-Tail has bumped back the one stun on Korok. Korok is dropping low. The Mana Bird doing huge work. No-Tail manning up. TC. No BKB. He's got to run. No-Tail's done it with the buyback.
He has to run.
Can they go Roche now? That's the question.
Yeah, they can.
It's still risky.
Liquid.
Looks like Liquid are going to scout this out. Liquid,
Liquid has to come back as soon as possible.
Oh, I don't know. They're too indecisive. Now they back.
yeah, I think they had to. Hook shots up in 10 seconds, and they weren't killing Roche fast enough.
Also, by the way, Bulba, he's gone for a blade mail, and with against someone like Trixie, or sorry, No-Tail, that could really ruin. I keep on saying Trixie on the Prophet because I'm so used to seeing it, but of course it is No-Tail. And Liquid are going Roshan. They're gonna get it. There's just no way that.
They TP it away and it's just free Roshan for Liquid.
Wow, the dire advantage really paying off here. Just the shorter travel distance.
TC with Aegis.
I think it would have been better maybe if the Prophet would have TP top earlier to at least get some hot shots on the tower with this Desolator to at least force someone to TP back.
Yeah, he didn't do it, and he's got 4K gold. But you talk about next items coming out. TC, Satanic. Now, how do you kill him?
She won't be dead easy. Won't be dying easily in a fight if he's Satanic.
He's got 2, arguably 3 lives between BKB, Satanic, and the Aegis.
Unless they kill him with one lasso.
Yeah, he's got at least 2, guaranteed.
They've also got the side of the vice on Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet does go back for a BKB, so he's got damage, but BKB is going to sort of limit what his damage potential could have been.
I think at some point he would even sell his 4-star for.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. At the end of the day, he's the only hero that can reliably deal out damage in the
No,
fights.
unless he sells off his threats and buys something else. Instead.
We could see like that
Don't
like that
piss.
EG FTFC game where Fear just drops the boots, has a rapier, and he's a siege engine walking down the lane. Problem is, Prophet can't really just siege the way that a Shadow Fiend can because he doesn't have
Prophet has
lifesteal.
DD and haste. Prophet has DD and haste.
No-Tail, and he
Oh,
Shadow
Fluff
Bladed.
dead.
See ya, Fluff down, and he's gonna chase for more.
We're gonna get Ike's Might. Oh no.
Oh, IX Mike. Oh, No-Tail. This would be a bad time to die. No buyback. No-Tail's
Where's
feeling
Bulba?
very
You
manly.
need the hook.
Very manly. There is a Force Staff.
The Shadow Blade in
Soon.
and try and kill Kong maybe.
Shadow Blade is here. He'll get out.
Luckily
Yeah.
for him, IX Mike had to back off because his Vendetta was wearing off. If IX Mike could have tracked him with that Vendetta, could have been his death.
And Era will go for an Assault Cuirass, and I love this because it ensures that even if he's cogged, he does something for his team, and he's very likely to be cogged the way these fights are going.
Yeah. I mean, he almost needs like a 4-staff or something to get out of there.
Yeah, really.
Last fight, the cogs just ruined him because he has to pop the BKB in the cogs because there's stuff like the cooldown flying in. But when he pops the BKB, the cog duration just negates the BKB.
It's such a close game. 3,000 gold lead for Fnatic, 2,000 experience lead for Liquid. Call it dead even, and even the kills are even. 18 to 21. Trixie's your big farmer, but then Liquid have multiple cores who are a little bit more farmed in.
Honey has backing bar on his support restaurant already now.
So he didn't go for the gem, but he's gotten something. I don't know. I don't really know what this does though. If Flat Cannon's there, you're dying anyway, or at least running for your life.
Yeah, I'd love
Yeah,
to see
but
that.
at least the mana burn won't be hurting him.
Yeah, it's like die by the sword or die by the axe. Some way you're probably dying.
Still no gem though. Well, there's one on the dire side for the darks here, but no gem. I imagine Trixie should be picking one up on the Batrider right now.
Liquid are going to try and force this fight at the base. Can they do it with Flat Cannon? They'll look to siege this one out.
Yeah.
Blink it from Fluff. He goes
Yeah,
for
go
the lift.
Fluff again.
Trixie thrown back in, but will Force Staff away. And now maybe the turnaround comes. Stormbolt comes in, catches out 2. No-Tail working on Bulba. The
Bulba.
Sprout on 2. Beautiful plays, but still not able to fight fully.
Yeah, nice force up out. Saved Bulba's life there after he got hexed up, and Liquid, they don't do any real damage to the Raxes, but they saved themselves getting picked off and caught out there. I think Fluff got a bit too eager there with his jump in.
Well, it was also just a really quick reaction. If the Force Staff isn't there, that's a great fight for Liquid.
Yeah, I think I agree as well. If the Force Staff wasn't there, it was going to be very difficult for Fnatic because their initiator was initiated upon, and they can't fight back from there if the Bat Rider dies.
Yeah, I guess Era's almost your initiator. Like, he runs in and he at least forces you to cog him, right?
He draws the cog, he draws everything at him.
Something Liquid are happy to throw his way, and I mean, how do we feel going into the late game? Prophet's virtually maxed out. Can Fnatic actually take this late?
I think Era will be going for hard. I've seen him buy hard on Sven a lot of times.
Mid lane.
Already.
Mid lane. This could be bad. Sentry Ward deployed. Now Hani's got to run.
Nope. Everyone is gonna escape. Everyone's gonna escape.
Nice escape. They scatter and immediately to the bottom lane. I love this play from No-Tail.
I think the heart pickup for Sven is actually really good here, because at this point he's not the damage dealer. That's Nature's Prophet. Ultra late game Sven, you get kited around, cogged up, Ghost Scepter's Force Out, so you just want to be as tanky as possible and just keep on running in, distracting people. And Heart of Trask is the first to kite
No-Tail has 4k right now, and do you think this is the point where he should sell his 4-staff off? Is this the time for him to get?
I think it's like you need this Force Staff and you need the damage item. This is where inventory slots are really a problem. It's a dilemma.
It's a dilemma. What do you go for now?
I don't know. I mean, if he...
Sell the treads.
They do have a lot of stuns. I mean, they really do, so maybe he doesn't need to be that good at chasing. And hey, there's Bloodlust. There's always Bloodlust.
I actually feel getting a Necrobook now could be a good idea for the Prophet, so that he can speed push faster.
There's a BKB gyro. I don't know.
Yeah, the book will be helpful in certain amount of situations, but it's risky.
Because thing is, it's really down to him to do damage in the fights.
Yeah. If you go for Necrobook, you won't deal a lot of damage.
Here comes Ix Mike. Era's gonna get caught. He won't get off his BKB. This is bad. The lift from Fluffy's dropping low. Even if he BKBs now, can he get out? Stormbolt deployed. He's gonna drop.
No buyback too.
Doesn't have buyback.
Oh my god.
That's so screwed.
Well, they have No-Tail. This is where No-Tail comes in handy.
This is where he needs to be split pushing.
If they're able to push right now middle 5-man, they're so screwed.
He's really been playing this well. No-Tail. Just always creating pressure on the lanes. I feel without him, they're not even in this game.
I think he has to play a bit more dangerous to force some heroes to come back and defend him to buy time for the Sven.
Summon your inner RTK and Fnatic.
Korok has boots of travel though.
They're gonna head straight bottom.
No. They're all going to go bottom.
Oh, they're gonna trade. What do you think? Who's this favor? The Rex are exposed mid, and there's no glyph, but there's no backdoor. Or there's backdoor protection as well. Korok.
They have to go back. They have to go back. Oh no.
Can they get out in time? That's the question right now. Plague lift. Oh, No-Tail. He gets caught. No BKB. He's gonna drop. A disaster for them. He will a buyback, but being forced to use that buyback is so bad.
Well, we'll find someone with the hook. He may find Honey
I think
here.
if only Prophet dies, it's okay.
Mid lane, it's TC who catches out Trixie. Might die. This missile is gonna hit him, and I think he's gonna drop. He has a blink. Maybe he can get away.
Yes, he's gonna be fine.
Oh, that was close. That was close.
I think it was very good play by Fnatic to draw them to TP back because they had no creeps near the Rex, and Fnatic was always gonna deal more damage faster than
No-Tail
to the Rex.
He's gonna try to base race a little bit.
Yeah, and it bought enough time for the Sven to respawn. So I think overall it was a very good decision by Fnatic.
This is where you just report No-Tail if you're on Liquid's team. You say you're annoying. I hate you. Report this guy.
He has no buyback now, so what is he gonna get?
I feel if
very safe.
If him or the Sven
he's TPing back to base, he's gonna get something.
Oh, well, he doesn't have buyback. Yeah, nothing yet.
Oh, nothing.
Well, he can't buy that big item. I mean, you could get a Crystallis maybe, but you really want the completed Daedalus or
maybe even a Manta style will be helpful.
Oh, I kind of like that better because you want that split push item, like you said, and Manta's gonna scale much better than a Necrobook.
Problem with Necrobook especially is that it can just be countered by Helm with a Dominator, which is a much cheaper item. And you can just steal that Necrobook every single time.
Or Midas. If you're Pinoy, it's Hand of Midas.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I still remember casting a Dota 1 Pinoy game. There were like 5 Hands of Midas to counter 5 Necrobooks.
And it's the supports who bought them. You're like, why is the support getting a 40-minute Midas?
Yeah, when I was young and noob. I still am, but I'm old and noob now.
No, I remember the first time I saw it, it blew my mind. I'm like, this Crystal Maiden just picked up a 40-minute Midas. Like, what the hell am I watching?
There's also one more way to counter the Necrobook I've seen Pinoy teams do. They go for Omni Knight, repel, and you kill the Necrobook.
Oh, that's kind of clever. Because, you know, Repel, you can spam it. Something like a BKB, you can't waste that just to kill a Necrobook. But Fnatic, they'll go back to kind of farming and just not... The thing is, they really have to react to Liquid.
Aegis is gonna come out soon in 2 minutes, Roshan.
3.4k up on TC. You got this Aegis on him, you have your
Is
boots to
this the
travel.
point where you think it's good for him to go for the Divine and wait for the next Aegis? Or would you rather go for a Butterfly?
I think Butterfly's good. I think Butterfly's just having the evasion against Nature's Prophet and Sven is going to be good anyways.
Or maybe even Boots of Travel, I mean. Because Korra comes back, but Korra can't really stop this Nature's Prophet by himself.
Yeah.
But I feel that, like God's mentioned about the Butterfly, it will help.
Yeah.
It'll be very helpful against the Nature's Prophet and the Sven. Both of them don't have Monkey King bar.
Oh, they have a double damage. Can they maybe sneak Roche? If they see 3 heroes... Roche not up yet. Coming in a minute, though.
Yeah, they're not going to DD damage then anymore.
That's unfortunate. Gods, it's all about the gods double damage. Just wait for that rune. Try to win the game.
That's when you go 5 mid, although unfortunately the DD kind of
for anti-mage it could be waiting for the illusion rune on the PL.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is how Gods wins pub games when his team is losing. Just camps the runes, waits for a double damage on here like Tiny, and of course he always gets it. It's like an Admiral Bulldog rune.
I have different experience with God in pub games.
Shots fired.
What do you mean?
He just waits at level 1. Waits for
for the courier sniping, yeah. It's all the special tactics. Whiterun has his special tactics in StarCraft 2. I have mine for Dota.
No honor. Dishonorable Gods. Report, please. So it's all about Roshan right now. Both teams kind of posturing over this. And for anyone just tuning in, this is do or die for Fnatic. They have to win 2 games Liquid. They win 1, they go to China. And that would be... This is a team that doesn't have that much land experience as a 5-man. In fact, has none.
They're gonna go and catch the Darkseer. They can kill the Darkseer.
Oh, Korok. He's so tanky, though.
I think they're gonna go in.
Oh,
no,
they're too far away. This is such a risky time. If you go on that Darkseer and you die, there's no buyback on No-Tail. That's basically game. Because you lose Roshan.
They didn't have vision in that area, so it's very risky for them. Oh, Boba wants to hook in.
He sure does. Not gonna go yet. But for Liquid, this would be such a big opportunity for them, I feel, because they haven't gone to a LAN with their roster yet. More so than even other teams. Some of these European teams like Fnatic have gotten some experience, but Liquid, yes, they played LANs together, but not with this 5-man roster.
Not even LANs in North America?
Yeah, no. Nothing.
You don't want TI3 to be your first LAN tournament.
Yeah, that's a much better way to put it. It's crucial to have that experience. They will be boot camping, I believe, later this year.
I think Complexity last year as well, they didn't have much LAN experience before they head to TI.
They had nothing, I believe. They didn't go to DreamHack, did they?
They boot camped a lot. That's what they did. But yeah, they didn't have...
Boot camp isn't LAN experience,
right.
though.
It's not a tournament.
You need to play in a big tournament, not like any just sort of local LAN tournament. You need to be playing at a DreamHack, at something like a G1 League finals. LGD, that's where LGD International, if they do get invited to TI3, playing in that G League Grand Finals in front of like a huge crowd is actually going to be a big benefit to them.
Yeah.
And that's more intimidating.
Korra got it. Korra got his hacks already, so it's gonna be all in now. Go for the Roshan.
TC, he's picked up a Hyperstone, going for an Assault Cuirass, it looks like, and there's a lot of Midas Armor in Fnatic, so interesting choice, I gotta say.
I actually like the Butterfly more because of the lack of Monkey King bars.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I guess it helps his team.
Butterfly.
It helps his team is the main thing. They get a little extra armor to deal with this Prophet and Sven, who have Assault Cuirass and Deso. Here comes the fight. BKB in from No-Tail is going to start it off, but TC can't focus him down. Oh, that's no Hex.
I think
There's
they
no
just
BKB.
BKB and Hex.
And Bulba's got a haster and he's going to hook. He will catch No-Tail, cogs him back in.
So
this is bad. This is very, very bad. The last one, TC, though. Lufluff has stolen it. TC, his BKB is currently wasted. An Era actually is caught out of position. Can they bring him down? But actually flame break onto the high ground. While that was happening, the 3 heroes were dying. Trixie's on the run.
TC stuck on the cliff. He can't get down.
But they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose 4. This is probably. This might be game.
Be down. Oh, he's got a 4-staff on his teammate. Someone has a 4-staff, surely. Bulba? Come on, Bulba.
There's 2 4-staffs. He's getting out. No? Stay up there, TC. You screwed up in that fight.
We're fine.
Yeah.
I'm back.
TC actually lived through it all, and it's that the Sven BKB is just too short right now. It just doesn't last long enough.
I think the reason they lost the fight it was because of the way they engaged. Unless Trixie is able to salvage something, steal the Aegis.
Trixie, he jumps in, he snatches the Aegis, he doesn't get the cheese, but he looks to get out, the hook is gonna whip Trixie! Well, he keeps his team in this game at the very least by doing that. Big plays, but there's no profit buyback, it looks like.
Is there a Sven buyback? No. Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so Sven is buyback, but Sven can't... I don't think Sven wants to buyback because you can't fight without profit.
TC is on the cliff again.
TC is like, get off my nuts, man. Jesus, stop throwing me on cliffs.
That... Getting stuck twice in a row could have just saved Fnatic Raxes, because that's stalled so much time that now Nature's Prophet's going to be respawning in 20 seconds, so Liquid can't get Raxes. I think if Liquid went mid there, they get back.
It still has the cheese for TC.
Yeah. You'd much rather have the Aegis, though.
That should have been Raxes when you have Nature's Prophet dead at this point. There's no damage coming from anyone apart from Nature's Prophet. Sven can't actually go in without Nature's Prophet backing him up.
And Era has gone for Helm of the Dominator. Satanic looks to be the next choice for him. He doesn't really have that much damage yet for Sven. I mean, he'll hit pretty hard, but this is not going to be one crit to kill all.
One crit to kill all, like how... I think how EG got killed, I don't know, how Navi got killed by Fierce and one hit.
Yeah.
I meant to say one crit to kill them all, like from Lord of the Rings, but I kind of butchered that one. Sorry, guys.
One ring through them all.
Yes.
Gyrocopter's going to have an Assault Caress now. Does have enough gold for it. Looks like he's trying to make sure he has buyback, but he can buy that. I think it's still a buyback right now.
Yeah, if he buys it now, reliable gold 850s, but I think even after the death he'll have it.
Notier sold his 4-star already.
And he's gotten a Daedalus. This is what they need. I mean, this really is what they need, and there's no butterfly.
The next fight he'll have a buyback, so they have to kill Nature's Prophet twice. And now he has a lot of damage.
So, Boots of Travel for TC and buyback, I imagine. After this AC, that'll be his next order of business, and he's getting close to it.
But to be frank, I still prefer the butterfly plus another damage item instead of the AC plus maybe another damage item.
Especially now when you see No-Tail has just kind of greedy, has gone for Daedalus instead of MKB. Because he didn't see a butterfly being built, so he thinks he can get away with it, and so far he's right.
It's decent for TC just because not only it's plus 5 armor to your whole team, but it's plus 15 armor to yourself. 15 armor up against Sven, Nature's Prophet, is going to be pretty damn helpful.
Yeah, you look at the damage reduction that he's going to have with 35 armor, that's 68% physical reduction before the Midas armor comes into play.
Yeah, here comes the push from Liquid. And
can they actually break the racks? That's sort of the question here. It's going to be tough.
Baba has a Black King Barn at this time.
Remember, Trixie has Aegis, so he can jump in, initiate the fight, maybe force out the TC, BKB, or Cheese, and come back.
I think if he's able to pull the Darkseer first, or the Clockwork, into the tier 4 area, it's going to be good for them.
Flamebreak is here. There won't be a split push for Fnatic. They're just not, the lanes aren't out enough. They're working on the creeps. Liquid not really committing. Now TC's going to chip away. He has flat cannon. He's not using it yet. Saving it for the fight, not trying to use it to harass.
They have to try and engage. Because if they don't do it, Liquid is just gonna do it safe, Chinese team style. Wait for your pipe, just chip away one hit at a time and not commit.
Thing is, there's no Firefly, so going in is gonna be hard. It's coming up soon though.
They don't have a choice.
Hook catches out too. Bulba! Oh my goodness, that may have just won them the fight. No Tail's caught. Hani's caught as well. They're both dropping low, but Era comes in with the BKB! Oh crap, TC's dropping low as well. He's got Cheese. Can he?
TC going man mode. TC, can he do it? He may just do it.
It's No-Tail. No-Tail hexed him. Triple kill for Era. Team wipe. Team wipe going the way of Fnatic, and they're still in this game. Who's got buyback?
There was the only one fight where Clockwork hooked in first, and he didn't have cogs for the Sven, and look at what the Sven did.
He's cogged him like 20 fights. That's the one fight he did it, and look what happened.
Not to mention he got a Crystallis before the fight started.
They're gonna triple buyback here.
He sold his chest for a boost of travel as well, the Sven.
No-Tail gets caught up bottom. He doesn't have buyback, so he needs to be very careful.
Wow. It does show you that a Gyro, especially one who doesn't have a Rapier, is not unbeatable in this game. He even popped Cheese there, and it was the buyback from No-Tail.
I talk about when the Sven is next to the Gyro's gonna die.
Yeah, that old man in his little rickety helicopter is not going to match up against the big brawn of a Sven. You don't want to man fight him.
His sword is just too big for the Gyro.
Yeah, maybe reflective of something else. We'll see. Well,
this is Fnatic Dota. Boots of Travel on Sven doesn't even finish the Daedalus. They love their Boots of Travel.
Because
they wanted to just boost of travel in just now to hit the tier 3 towers, but Liquid bought back 3 heroes and he didn't do it.
I want to point out, nobody has buyback. 10 heroes with no buyback, but there is an Aegis on Trixie.
He still has the Aegis.
Yeah, he made a few bad engages for his team at the start of the game, but the flame break to the cliff twice and stealing the ages is just what kept his team in the game.
I mean, the graphs are almost meaningless at this point. I will show them. 5,000 gold lead for Fnatic, 10,000 experience lead for Liquid, but it's really not going to come down to that. Illusion. It's all about the engagements.
This is such a good rune as well, Illusion. It's going to push out.
Yeah, it's gonna slow down. Like, that's the thing for Liquid is, not only do they lose that engagement, but it's hard to leave your base right now.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet game.
I think it's not just that they're worried about losing a fight and losing the game. It's partly that, yes, but it's also, even if they want a split push, they can't really do it that easily.
Finally, they have a gem as well.
This is such a late gem. Where is it? Who's even got it?
On fly. It's on fly.
Could make the difference, and it does feel like
it's actually Liquid's gem, not their gem.
Oh, they've stolen it. Is it on the courier? Oh, it's on the floor. Okay.
It's on the Augur Magi.
Oh, then there's one at the base too. So they have 2 gems.
Okay.
And No-Tail's gonna go back to farming.
There's no gem for Liquid as now. It's very important to have a gem in the late game phase to clear out the wards. Oh no, they're gonna see them. They're gonna see them.
There's the fight. It might start right now. The lasso is there on IX Mike. He gets caught out. He's gonna drop.
Oh
And while that was happening, Fluff died too. That's 2 down.
No-Tail. He's doing too much damage. Bulba almost takes a fall. He pops a BKB. Trixie trying to fly his way in. He hasn't got lasso here, but it doesn't really matter. Hook shot.
Here comes the TP. Right in. He doesn't have buyback. He's going to get hexed, but they're going to have to run. Yeah, Sven is here. Vacuum on 2, but the Stormbolt does connect. No. This isn't good.
3. Oh, no crit still.
Liquid are screwed. 3 dead. TC can't fight this by himself. No way. No siree. Fnatic looking at Rax and maybe Roche, if not just Throne.
Throne. Straight for Throne. 3 heroes dead.
Yeah, the moment we see Sven killing the heroes, the game has ended for Liquid.
Sven out carrying a gyrocopter late. Was it the item selection? Was it just the engagements? Or was it just the fact that he didn't get cogged? What do you think it comes down to? And another Blink Lasso.
TC is dead.
TC's caught. He does have a Satanic. Let's see if he can fight his way out of this one. He'll try to now. The Black Cannon comes off. The cogs from Bulba perfectly ensconcing him. They can't focus him.
They just profit dead with no buyback. They've held.
Liquid have held. Now Trixie gonna fall.
What the heck? What the heck just happened?
Those cogs from Bulba, they couldn't get to him. Nobody.
Bulba, hero.
The cogs saved him.
Hero cogs, and they're going right down mid. There is buyback on Sven now. Prophet cooling down in 40 seconds. That might be too late. Racks are exposed. There is a glyph, so that's another 6-7 seconds or so. I forget what it is right now because they bumped it recently. Is it 6 seconds? I think 6 seconds.
Ogre Magi is the only one with buyback right now, so in theory, Fnatic have 2 heroes to defend with at most.
Gonna be tough. Buyback. I don't know if they can do it.
They want to hold these.
Liquid just
They have to give up. They have to give up the racks. They can't.
Scrappy.
Nyx Assassin's there. Nyx Assassin is camping. This is almost a trap. If they go in, Nyx Assassin gets a pick up.
They
go for the racks.
They're gonna find Fly. They can bring him down. Oh, buyback.
Drop it as buyback in 4 seconds.
The problem is, they're not going to win a base trade. Not when Liquid are already up in the grill like this, and they can't fight either. There's your stun on Era. Era gets hexed, and then he gets cogged, and he may drop here. Even if he BKBs, I don't think he can live through this. He will go down. He's going to buy back, but what can they do? No-Tail in the middle of 5.
If he dies, it's over. He just fought back. Sven's trying to go in. Sven pops a BKB. He's got to get some big crits here. Otherwise, Fnatic are out of this. Go Scepter from Fluff. He's cleaving. He's critting. He's getting caught in the cogs. He is dead.
And now they're at the Fallon. Can they fight? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Rax,
Buyback.
6 minutes. Our first Raxes of the game go down.
TC going for the jugular, but they're not done yet. The stun will hit IX Mike. Trixie dropping low. In comes No-Tail again, and he's going to die again. He will go down, and that's got to be it. No Prophet, no Sven. Liquid are going to hang on and take game 2. They've just punched their ticket to China.
There's your 700 damage mana burn coming out from IX Mike in the late game on the Nate.
I was actually going to say I felt like he was slipping in terms of what, not his play, but just what his hero could do, and Storm's back with the mana burn. Liquid, they're going to China. Can you believe it? What a performance in game 2. Sensational.
This game was absolutely amazing.
Those cogs just made or break the game.
It really, those cogs at the base, they couldn't get to him. I don't know if Bulba planned it quite like that, but it worked out, and did it ever, and they'll have a few more Fountain kills. Liquid, you got to imagine they're cheering. They're celebrating. They will be joining the Alliance as your two Western, North American, European representatives in China on May 24th. It's going to be an amazing event. They will join the likes of Orange, IG, LGD China, and DK. It's a stacked event, to put it mildly.
Yeah, this has possibly been one of the best matches we've had all Western qualifier long. That was such a great way to end the entire Western qualifier. I'm amazed.
Winter, what do you say after watching this game? How do you feel about this Team Liquid? Do you think they have what it takes to go into China and compete with some of these top teams?
Yeah, they have been playing quite consistently in most of their games, and decision making has been very good as well for them as a team. Not taking too many risks, and not to mention a lot of individual plays when they need it. Scott has been sometimes performing very well, making plays for his team, and not to mention Fluff. Their supports are Smart and Fluff. Like you talked about before, you need the supports to be able to create plays, not supports that just stand behind the carry and wait for things to happen.
Boy, did they ever. But for me, the playmaker of this game, it's Bulba. The cogs, and in that crucial fight at the base, but so many other times. Sven had one fight where he was able to hit
The one fight where he didn't cog the Sven was the fight that Sven killed everyone.
What a hero, Clockwork. And showing that Clockwork actually is scary late game, because cogs isn't even an ultimate, but it basically serves like one in these fights.
Yeah, it's very, very deadly to melee carries. If you're a range carry, it probably won't hurt you as much.
Okay, guys, well, that's going to wrap it up for Game 2. It's Liquid. They sweep Fnatic 2-0. A little disappointed we had a stand-in for Fnatic in Game 1, but I won't take a thing away from Liquid, because boy, did they deliver when it counted against Fnatic's full 5-man roster. Liquid are going to China. It'll be their first LAN as a team, and what a way to debut for them. I'm LD. They are Winter and Gods. Guys, any last shout-outs or closing words before we send the viewers on their merry way?
I'm done. I'm out of breath. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/btsgods, but I'm just thrilled. Congrats to Liquid. Fantastic match from them. And also be sure, guys, to check out the Dota 2 TI3 website, because the next round of invites are being announced in about 2 hours' time.
Winter?
I just want to thank you guys for having me here again.
Our first triple cast.
Yeah.
I thought we did a little better in Game 2. Game 1 was kind of awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward for me.
I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I think I missed like one kill this game between both games, so extra pair of eyes always helps. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up. If you enjoy Winter's casting, be sure to follow him, twitter.com/winterdota. And last but not least, myself, twitter.com/LDDota. If you want to follow the Liquid Boys, it's just twitter.com/liquid and then their names. TC, Korok, Fluff, Bulba, IX, Mike, 88. So thank you all for tuning in. We're done. It's a wrap. The G1 League qualifiers are over, and now the LAN finals loom. They will be coming your way in May. In just under a month, it'll be from May 24th to May 26th. We will be bringing you full coverage of that, as well as the International 3 qualifiers. Before that all happens, we have WePlay.tv's playoffs, so lots of stuff coming your way. We'll probably have a few days off from big tournaments, but stay tuned. Be sure to follow us, because we have a lot more in the works. Thanks for joining us. G1 League officially done. Congratulations to Liquid and the Alliance. They're going to China.